Right, so now you've got your headband, we now need to do your edging, which as you can see, close up it doesn't look much, but from a distance it looks quite effective. So what we're actually doing is just pulling the yarn through the headband at different lengths, and we don't have to be too particular about where we pull it through, but where I do like to start is at the back where we joined. As you can see on this one, you can't even see where the join is, but it's here. Look, you can't even tell. Right, so I'm going to start with the pink. So using the same hook and DK yarn again, I'm going to find a spot to pull the yarn through. So I'm going to start just next to where the seam is. I'm going to go in here, put your hook in, pull your yarn through, and then we're going to slip both strands around your yarn and then pull through. So now we're attached to the band. What we're going to do is we're going to drop the tail and we're going to work over that, so you don't have to sew it in after and you won't be able to see it. So all we're going to do is, because we've started with a small one, we're now going to drop lower. So I'm going to go into this one, pull your yarn through, and make sure you give plenty of slack so it doesn't gather up here. If you can hear a little girl, that's my daughter shouting at me. Yeah, so now we've got a small one and a long one. So basically you just go short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long as you go along. And as I said, you don't need to be particular about where you go in, because well, it doesn't matter. You can't tell that you've not gone in at certain spaces. So yeah, just carry on pulling your yarn through, giving it some slack for the long one, and then pulling through both loops. The short one can be tighter, but not too tight because you don't want it to gather. Long one. Like, we're starting to get that jagged effect. Go in through both loops, down, pull through, remember we're working over that tail so we don't have to sew it in, and it also anchors it so it doesn't come undone. In for a small one, through both loops, back down again, pull through, give it some slack, pull through both, and then I'm going to carry on and do the full side, and then I'll come back and show you what we do with the blue side. Right, so I've nearly finished, just got this little bit to do. Just want to show you how to join it. Yeah, so you don't have to think about it too much where you go in. and then you just go in top of the first one, slip your yarn and slip, and that's it joined. Pull it through again, pull it tight, put your yarn, and then that bit will be sewn in. Right, so as you can see, it's stretched the side out, so when I do the blue side, it'll stretch that side out as well, and so it goes from about 12 inches to 14 inches, which is what you need for a 0 to 3 size headband. So right, now you get your other contrast colour, go in the other side, but what we need to do is, where there's a long one, we do a short one so they don't touch. So pull your yarn through, pull through, hook both yarns, pull it tight, drop your tail, remember you work over your tail to secure it. So right, we've done the short one, and remember we're going opposite every one below with the opposite length. So where there's a long one, that you do a short one, where there's a short one, you do a long one. And you just go along like that. And like I said before, you don't have to be too particular where you go, but just try and do them opposite. And that's how you get the effect. So as you can see, if I put them both together, they'll look exactly the same. And that is how I made this headband. I'd love to see if you do have a go at making one of these, especially in a different colourway. I'd love to see photos, so if you'd like to send them to my email address, knitsbycheryl@hotmail.co.uk, that'd be brilliant. Any comments, please put them in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see any of my previous work, then you can visit my Etsy shop, which is under the same name, Knits by Cheryl, and I also have a Facebook page under the same name, Knits by Cheryl. Thank you.